Hey everybody, it's Ramona. Welcome back to another cook-along. So today I was going to make kung pao chicken. I used to make it all the time. I haven't made it probably in 2 years. I can't find the recipe that I used to use. So I came across a YouTube video that I will link down below. So we're kind of loosely going to follow that. I'm not going to have it with rice. I'm trying to just decrease my carbs. I don't think I'll be going carb free. That's just not something I can do, but certainly I can cut out carbs, and this is an easy way to do it. But you could use quinoa, brown rice, jasmine rice, whatever. So as I said, I was going to make kung pao chicken. But when I was at the grocery store, I saw this, and if you can see it, it says bottom beef round steak for stir fry. And it was already sliced for me. I just sliced it one time down the middle. So that took a lot of the work out. It was about the same price as what a sirloin steak would have been, or probably a two pack of breast. So why not? It's already done. So we'll see how it goes out. So what I've done thus far is I have taken that stir-fry beef and I've marinated it in some soy sauce. The recipe calls for a tablespoon of cornstarch that will thicken the sauce, some garlic and ginger, which I'm saving some to the side for the sauce. So, and I love garlic and ginger, especially ginger. I always use extra ginger. So that has been marinating. And then I sliced a red bell pepper and a green onion. Actually, those are 3 green onions, ginger and garlic, and obviously peanuts for the kung pao portion. We have soy sauce and we have sriracha, and obviously the sriracha is to taste. I like it spicy. This recipe calls for hoisin sauce, and I thought I had hoisin sauce, but it was expired, so we're not using hoisin sauce. So just to add up a zip to the sauce a little bit, we're going to use Chinese rice vinegar. Where are we? Chinese rice vinegar, which is a common staple in lots of Chinese cooking, and a little dash of sesame oil. All right, so the first thing we need to do is toast the peanuts. So I do have a pan warming on the other side for the peanuts over here, and looks like it's done. So we're going to move over to the stove, the dance of the camera. Move it down a little bit like that. This is my favorite pan. This pan is probably 20 years old. It's really kind of dying, but it's a... Oh, and let me talk about a wok. Woks are great if you use wok all the time. You know, I don't use a wok all the time, so that's just an extra piece that's just going to sit in the cupboard for 90% of the time. So just, use yourself a big, frying pan or whatever you have. This one is great because it's a multitasking pan. Like, I use it all the time. It has high sides, a nice bottom, but I can never find a pan this wide anymore. So I'm going to use it till it dies, but it is almost dead. Okay, so we are just going to, this is on medium, actually it's kind of like low to medium heat. Just we need to saute these peanuts, and maybe I'll turn it up just a little bit. You got to watch them carefully because nuts burn very quickly, and I know this from experience. So, and it calls for 1/4 cup of peanuts. And I might add a few more in because that's like a lot of beef there. No, I'll keep it as is. That's right, because I got the veggies, so we'll be good. We'll be good. So while this is toasting, I guess I'm going to keep a close eye on it. Remind me, please, check the peanuts. Okay, so I'm going to move you back to the side. Sorry. Here we go. To make the sauce. Now, the thing about Chinese cooking or Asian cooking, if you don't do a lot of Asian cooking, is you have to have everything ready to go, which is why I have all this stuff prepped out already. So the sauce is, let me turn the iPad back on, sorry. Cha-ching. The sauce is 1 to 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And the recipe calls for 1 pound of chicken breast. How much meat was in that package? Just 1 pound. Okay, great. So we'll just do pretty close to what it says. Okay. We're going to use, it says 1 to 2, let's just use 2. Let's just use 2. One. I love Asian food. Vietnamese, Chinese, Thai. Okay. And it says 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce, which we don't have, 2 teaspoons of chili sauce, and mine will be kind of generous teaspoons because I do like spicy things. It calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. Okay, I'm going to give the peanuts a stir. I'm going to turn up the heat on that a little bit. What am I doing? Sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. And so, like I said, to substitute the hoisin sauce, well, it's not a substitute because it's not the same thing at all. But we're just going to add just a little more flavor to the sauce. So just a little bit of sesame oil because that can be overpowering. And we'll just add a dash of rice wine vinegar. There used to be on PBS a long time ago a chef, and he was called the Frugal Gourmet. I used to watch him every single day. And he had some bad things, I guess. I don't know. His name is Jeff Smith. You can Google Jeff Smith. But anyway, and he did a lot of Chinese cooking, And one of the things that several things that still stick in my mind from the Frugal Gourmet. Does anybody else remember the Frugal Gourmet? And he said, one of the things he said, was it, oh, see, I've forgotten. Is it hot pan, cold oil, food won't stick. So make sure your pan is hot and then put the oil in. And the other thing he said, when doing Asian cooking, almost all of the bases of the sauce are sherry, soy, and ginger, and like Chinese cooking wine or Chinese sherry. And I remember that too. So, okay, so back over to the sauce then. This calls for putting in the garlic and ginger later. It also calls for some Chinese red chilies, the long skinny red chilies. But I did my shopping at Walmart today. Yep, these are done. So I'm just going to take these out while we're chatting, sorry, because they're starting to get brown really quickly. Goes really quickly. So anyway, I was at Walmart. They didn't have any, and I wasn't going to go to the Asian market just for that. Well, I didn't know my hoisin was expired then, but anyway. See, wow, a couple of these are burnt already. They go really fast. You really got to keep an eye on the peanuts. Little buggers don't want to cooperate. Come out, my pretties. Okay. All right, peanuts are done. So, as I said, I did my shopping at Walmart today, and I just didn't feel like going elsewhere. Okay. So, okay, we're going to put the meat down next. And I'll bring you over here in just a second. I'm going to put in a tad more oil. And I switched to And wok cooking or Asian cooking is very fast. The pan is hot and it's very fast. You got to keep an eye on it. So anyway, I was saying I switched to avocado oil when I'm cooking, as opposed to vegetable oil or canola oil. I'm just hearing a lot of good things, better things about avocado oil. It still has a very high heat temp, so it's not going to burn. Unless I'm cooking obviously like pasta or something Italian, I'm going to use like good Italian olive oil. But everything else I've been using avocado oil, and this is a really good brand. If you follow, oh gosh, one of the keto guys, I'll link him down below too. Hang on. Okay, I'm just going to move you over to the other side so we can chat. I don't do keto, but this guy, what's his name? Flame City, Bobby Parrish is his name. He has a cookbook as well. And he does a lot of keto, but a lot of the recipes really are just low carb. So you can incorporate, if you want to incorporate some low carb recipes, he's the guy to do it. This smells so good, you know, with especially the ginger, because I put extra ginger in. It smells so good. And it goes fast, fast, fast. And the next step is we're going to take the meat out and then saute the veggies according to the recipe. We'll do it for the recipe, mostly. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. I'm going to take this out because it's very thin. There's a couple pink spots, but that's okay because when we put it in for the final saute, it'll be good to go. So let me get a clean bowl for that. Quickly, I'm not moving fast enough. Okay, and then we need to finish the sauce. So I'm going to take out the beef. Oh, this smells so good. Who doesn't love ginger and garlic? Goodness gracious. And I tried my hand at some Indian cooking, not a lot. I used to date a guy for a long time, that guy, for a long time, and he was from Pakistan, and I learned how to cook some Pakistani things. Okay, now we're going to do the veg, and I think I'm going to add a tad more oil. It's getting pretty gnarly in there. And then it's all going to go back together. So you can see you really got to be quick. That's why the prep is so important when you're doing Asian cooking. I'm talking like I'm a chef. I have no idea what I'm doing. But you know what I'm saying. Just be prepared. Okay. So we're going to let those go a minute or so until they soften up a little bit. Then you're going to add a touch more oil. Take that out. Okay, so we'll let that go for a minute. Yeah, I love Pakistani food. I love Indian food. Pakistani's a little bit spicier than Indian food, so that's why I kind of like that a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, basically, you know, I'm a food addict, so I'm not particular. Okay, so we're going to finish the sauce, and so we have in here the sriracha, the soy sauce, the sherry, and the sesame oil. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to add the rest of the ginger and the garlic and give it a stir. And then, oh shit, man, oh man. I tipped it over, but I didn't lose all of it, so we're good. We're good. And the ginger and the garlic. And I'm going to add a touch more soy to some of that scribbled onto the counter. And so now don't forget, the beef was marinating in the cornstarch, so it should all thicken up when we put the sauce in there as well. Okay, another minute. And then we're going to be done, and we'll be eating some Kung Pao beef. So, yeah, what do you guys like to cook? Do you guys like Asian food? Where do you like to go? I mean, I love pad thai too. Musman, Penang. I love chicken Penang. We have we have lots of good Thai restaurants here in town, actually. All right, I don't like my veggies too mushy. I probably, you know what? Looking back, I should have waited for the green onion and added those a little bit later, but anyway, it's a done deal now. Okay, so I think we will add everything back in because when we get it all back in there together, it's going to cook for another minute as well. So we're going to put the beef back in. We're going to put the peanuts in. Turn it down a bit. Okay, I'm going to add the sauce in. And I think we're done. So that is my version of Kung Pao beef. I will link the recipe down below that I loosely followed. Just add and subtract whatever you have, whatever you like. Make it more spicy, less spicy, more garlic, less garlic. And I'm also going to link Flav City Bobby for keto. He's a YouTuber. He also has a cookbook, but he and his wife do keto and low carb. What's really good about this guy is that he does what to buy, what not to buy at grocery stores, at Costco, at Walmart. Like what sugars and sugar substitutes to buy, what oils to buy. Really great info. I really enjoy it. Okay, so that is, as I said, Kung Pao beef. I hope you try it, and I hope it tastes good. I'll see you soon. Bye.